Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another foundation first impression slash demo video. Okay, disclaimer before we start talking. I'm not quite sure if this is a foundation, a BB cream, a sunscreen, a tinted moisturizer. I'm not quite sure because the formula is supposed to be a hybrid complexion perfector, which means that it has two things in one, and I'm going to get to that later in this first part of the video. So just to make everything simpler, I'm going to just call it foundation, even though I'm not quite sure what it's supposed to be. Today's foundation is the Urban Decay Naked Skin One and Done Foundation. Now I know the title says new, and I know it's not new, but it's new to me. I have mine in the shade dark, but there are 6 shades total, and I will have in the description box a list of the shades as well as the ranges that it match if you've already been matched to the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Foundation. I'm excited to see if this actually matches me because I am in that range, but it's just something about not having a specific shade that makes me a little weird. Now on the back of this foundation it says that the purpose of this is a sunscreen, but you can use it as a cosmetic foundation product as well. Now if you do opt to use it as a sunscreen, it has SPF of 20 and it has directions on the back of the foundation on how to use it correctly if you decide to use it as a sunscreen. Now this foundation is $34, which me personally, I feel like that's a little expensive for a more of a tinted moisturizer foundation type of product. A lot of people love Urban Decay. I love Urban Decay, so I would spend $34. But if you're looking to be like on a budget, I haven't tried it yet, so I don't know if it's going to be worth the $34, but just keep that in mind that it's $34. Now this foundation has a oil-free formula, and it's also packed with a lot of nourishing ingredients inside of it, which goes hand in hand with the BB cream type of product. Most BB cream type of products usually have some type of skin bettering ingredient. That's not it, that's not the word, but you guys know what I mean. This foundation has 1.3 fluid ounces, which is a little more than a normal size of a foundation, which is 1 fluid ounce. Now for this particular foundation, it is a 12-month expiration date, which I would like to note is 6 months more than the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation and the Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation. Alright, like I mentioned a few minutes ago about the hybrid complexion perfector technology that's in this foundation, I'm going to explain what I found on the website for what that exactly means. It means is it has the benefits of a skin treatment with SPF protection with the coverage of a sheer foundation. Now recently I have started to accept lighter coverage foundations. A few months ago I did not like them at all, but when I tried my Makeup Forever water blend foundation, I fell in love with the light sheer to light coverage. That's really what it is. So I really think I'm actually going to like the coverage of this foundation. Now also on the website it gives you different statistics on how this right here is supposed to help your skin over time by creating smaller pores, firmer and more radiant skin, but that's if you use it for 12 weeks. So I'm not quite sure how many of those benefits I'm going to be able to reap because I don't use one foundation every day for 12 weeks. I just don't. But that's because I have a YouTube channel, so I'm doing new stuff all the time. But for you guys, if you try this and fall in love, you will be using it every day for 12 weeks and you might see the benefits if you decide to wear it every day. It's supposed to have more coverage than a tinted moisturizer, than a BB cream, more hydrating, and this key part is that it's supposed to blur out your imperfections. Now when I read that, I thought that detail seems very similar to another foundation that I've used from Urban Decay. So I went to their website and I was looking through the naked complexion part of their website, and that detail is unique to all of their foundations on their naked line, whether it's a liquid or a powder. It's unique to that whole line. So let's go ahead and apply this foundation. On this side of my face I will be using a black beauty blender, and on this side I will be using the Morphe M439. I also want to tell you guys that I will not be priming before applying this foundation. Primers break me out, so yeah. So the actual foundation has an airless pump in it, so you're supposed to be able to get out every last drop. I'm ready. Okay, here we go. All right, about that much. It's runny. It's a runny texture. Okay, so I'm going to dot this on both sides of my face. It doesn't have a strong sunscreen smell, even though it does have 20 SPF, which is always a good thing. All right, let's do the brush first. Okay, that's really nice coverage. It actually looks kind of more than sheer coverage, just a little more than sheer coverage. Okay, I like that side. I like the brush side. And let's see how I like the Beauty Blender side. So you can see the comparison between the two sides when I zoom in like this. I don't see a huge difference on either one of the applicators. So I think you can use a brush or you can use a beauty blender and be just fine. I do think that they were spot on with the blurring imperfection because my skin looks blurred. Even though it wasn't a lot, they didn't, you know, I can see that my skin looks smoother. You can see on my forehead that there's not like a caked up foundation look. It is like a semi matte finish, but this foundation is cool so far. This next part is going to be the get ready with me part of the video so you guys can see what I'm using to set my face. So just keep on watching. Alright, so I'm finished applying the rest of my foundation. It is 9:30 a.m. and I'm actually about to go to class really quick. So I will keep you guys updated throughout the day when I start getting oily and anything else that might happen. I am about to spray my face with the LA Girl Pro Setting Spray. So now that I've gotten my face sprayed with that setting spray, I'm going to go ahead and go to class and I will update you guys throughout the day. So just keep on watching. All right, you guys, so it is 3:21 p.m. So it's been 6 hours of wear. I think I'm gonna wrap it up right here just so I have enough time to edit and upload and put on YouTube for you guys to be watching it right now. 6 hours I think is a good amount of time to judge the wear time of this foundation. So I think it's done a really great job. I'm actually not oily at all, really. It's just right here, right at the crease of like my nose and my face. I'm oily right there. Otherwise, my forehead is matte, my chin is matte, and it's actually really hot up here. So that's probably partially the reason why I'm starting to get oily or starting to sweat or whatever it is. My smile lines aren't creasing like a crazy amount, but I've mentioned in previous videos that foundations that are more matte tend to crease a lot less just because I guess they set. The ones that have more of a dewy finish, they don't really set. So overall, I like this foundation. I will continue to give it a try, figure out which powders work best with it. But first impression, I really like it. Do I think that it's worth $34? If you have it to spend and you really like makeup, I would definitely pick this up. I actually like the way that I'm not super oily after 6 hours and that it's more of a light coverage foundation. Plus it has benefits to this foundation like the SPF and that it's supposed to help your pores and more radiant skin and all of that stuff over time. So I would pick it up just for those reasons. Anyway, you guys, that completes this video. I will leave all information for this foundation, the link to go purchase it and all of that in the description box. Make sure you subscribe to keep yourself updated on my new videos and I promise I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.